Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, hello, family. This is Mr. E today at the end of the day here on Victor E TV. Just wanted to come to you today and kind of report on what my day was like today and if there's any good nuggets that I've received today after this first day of work. Well, today is the first day of going back to school since the summer break. Okay, we've been out all summer, and now today was the first day, which is Thursday. And at the end of the day, I can say that it was a really good day. Really was a good day. I went to teach at Mckee. So middle school, Mckee Middle School, junior high school, and I was mostly dealing with students that are like 12 years of age, older. I think this was 7th or 8th grade that I was working with, and as a long-term sub. So this is the first day, and today they were really trying to get preliminaries in place, about how the day was going to run. So I just went in and kind of help the classes to flow by having an additional teacher there. But when I first got there, I was met with a surprise. The superintendent. I got a chance to meet the superintendent. I've been seeing him, in pictures and maybe videos, but pictures mostly. And I wasn't really thinking when I went there. And when I got out of my vehicle and got my bag together, my fedora, my hat, and I was ready for the first day of school. And I walk up and there are these cameras. There are these cameras there, and the superintendent was there. And as I'm walking up, he speaks to me. I walk up to him, and I'm thinking I had not met visually the principal of the school. So the first thing I asked was he Mr. Nelson? This is the principal of the school. Well, he says no. He says, I'm the superintendent. I felt this big. But not only that, I remembered only after he had given me a signal that he was a fraternity brother. He's an alpha. He was sharp too. I was sharp too. We alphas, we have to just show up. We know how to show up and show up sharp. Because, hey, we're alphas. But anyway, he was so cool. And the first thing that came out of my mouth, I don't know whether I spoke this out loud or not, but I said, oh shit. I don't know whether I said it out loud or not. Maybe you heard it or not. I don't know. But still, I'm very comfortable with who I am anyway, so, I don't have to be pretentious. But anyway, that started my day off just great. He introduced himself to me as a brother. And we, how we, some people, brothers, how we greet each other. Anyway, he greeted me. And I was just stunned, for a moment. And then it was kind of hard to keep my composure the rest of the morning. or rest while I was going into the building. Because then another guy said something to me. He said, you okay? You okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. Okay. But I was wondering, did they catch that on camera? That would have been mean. But anyway, it was a great day. The school, the staff there just seemed to have known exactly what to do. They were very intentional in all the things that they were doing, taking the students into the school. Of course, now we have to, students have to be checked for metal objects or dangerous things, you never know. Okay. So they were going through that process, and I finally did get a chance to meet the principal, and I felt right at home there because everyone was just moving about, doing their business, the business that was at hand. The students were very being directed in a very organized fashion to move those that I was somewhat responsible for. They had to move into the cafeteria, and we sat them all in the chairs and the tables facing a certain direction with space in between them. And all of the teachers were kind of lined up in place, directing the students to this and thus, and so, the different places they had to go. And then from there, we organized them and took them into their classrooms. And after that, I was in the cafeteria waiting on my assignment as to what class I would be teaching that day. And the day went very well. I taught about 5 classes. I think it was about five to six class changes. And I was in an English class, teaching English, so the students had to do a reading activity. But as usual, I always introduce myself to my students so that they'll know who I am, where I'm from, and who I represent. And Tuskegee, I had to represent. I love Tuskegee, and just talking about it and about the history and about the things that have come straight out of Tuskegee. Okay, and just asking the students, did they know about Tuskegee? Did they know about George Washington Carver? Did they know about the productions of more than 300 products from the peanut and what have you? And I started asking these questions. The first class was kind of slim on their knowledge about it, but as we went out through the day, the students seemed to have impressed me a little bit more about the knowledge of Tuskegee. And I just encourage them to remember, whose we are, who we are, and that we're to strive for excellence. We must learn to strive for excellence. And even in their day-to-day deportment, and when they come into my classroom, this is what I'm expecting from them. And my first rule of every class that I teach, first rule and only rule, the only rule that I give them, and I tell them, can you do this for me? And that is to love yourself. Love yourself. I love me. I have to learn to love me. And I think that they will need to learn to love themselves, because most of the time when you're having a discipline problem, if you can get the student to understand, well, wait a minute, who are you? Is this you? Is this the best version of you? So I only need to see the best version of you. That other person, let's leave him outside the door. Okay? And when you come in here, I expect nothing but the best of you, because that's why I'm here. And I talk to them about my history, about my degrees from Tuskegee, my degree from Alabama State, and one of those special degrees that I received from DOC, the Department of Corrections, because it was there that I gained my purpose. When I went there, I realized I cannot change or help these brothers that are in here, but I can sure as heck stop these from out here from going there. And so that was my preface for today. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you, I hope that I've made an impression upon the students to where they want to be a better version of themselves. Choose this day who you will be, who you are. Choose this day. Are you for construction or destruction? And shame on you if you choose destruction. It is not our job to become destructive people. We're supposed to support one another, build up each other. And as we go through life, this should be our mission. I think for right now, we find this as our purpose. We're right in accord with what the great I Am would want us to do, to be the best version of yourself. And we're all different. That's why we're so flavorful. Who wants everything on their plate to taste like collard greens? No, you want a little cornbread, you want some peppers, hot peppers, bell peppers, you want some onions, and you don't want them to taste alike, but you want them to be excellent in the gift that they are. So I kind of use a lot of parables and a lot of parallels or a lot of metaphors in the class to really get them to understand their greatness and the importance of them being themselves, just like it's important for me to be myself. And I can only be me. I can't be someone else. I can't be you. You can't be me, so don't get jealous. I don't get jealous of you, okay? Love yourself. I want you to be the best version of you. Copy them. Brothers of Copy them. Conscious organizations preparing young men. Be the best version of you. Messengers. Be the best version of you. MLS. Men learning to serve. Become the best version of you. And I think that at the end of the day, when you have done the best that you can do to strive for excellence in everything, then will the great I Am be pleased with you. Peace, brothers and sisters. Peace.